Hi guys, in today's video, I'm going to show you how negative keywords work in Google Shopping ads and how to add them to your campaigns. So what separates Google Shopping ads from other types of Google campaigns is that you cannot bid on specific keywords and different match types. How Google decides to show your ads in Google is through them crawling through your product pages, through the titles and the descriptions, and then determine what type of keywords that you should show up for. So it's essentially Google casting a wide net in order to show your products on the top of Google if they believe that your products are going to be a good match for the search intent. However, as we know, Google likes to spend your money and can show up your products for very generic keywords or even keywords that have a low percentage of representing your product and getting conversion and a purchase. So although Google starts out well, we need to then bring that net in closer, hone in those keywords that it's targeting, and essentially stamp out like whack-a-mole, for want of a better term, to optimize your campaigns and where your products are going to be and when your products are going to be shown, depending on the search intent. So let's head over to my screen now and I'll show you how to add negative keywords to your Google Shopping campaigns. So here we are back at the test Google Ads account for a test Shopify store, cheapcampinggear.net. As you know, this is our collections that we're running a single campaign for at the moment, as shown in our last video on how to get a Google Shopping campaign set up. You can see that here, where we've already had some impressions and clicks to our Google Shopping campaign. And if you scroll down on the dashboard, you can see the impressions we've had for different types of searches. If you come across to the left-hand side and click the drop down and come under search terms, this is where your ads have been appearing for the different types of searches that users and potential customers have been looking for. And as we scroll down, these are the types of search terms that people have been searching in Google, and all these columns across here show us the actual results, and you can scroll left or right in order to see that data. Now it's important for you to determine what search terms suit your products and what don't. Now we do have a camping shovel in our store. We might find this search term to be too broad. There's not much intent there. It doesn't say anything specific about our product, for example. Another one is colorful hammock, crovel, etc. I know for sure that this term has nothing really to do with our products. If I check the box, we'll see that a bar has appeared at the top that says add negative keyword. Now you can select one, or you can go through, you can select multiple keywords as you scroll down. So I've selected 2 keywords at the moment for this example video for terms that I believe either irrelevant or don't have the right intent for our Google Shopping ads. So once you've picked and selected the negative keywords from the search terms report, select add negative keywords. We have a few options here when it comes to adding these negative keywords. You can add them in at the ad group level, the campaign level, and the negative keyword list level. Adding them to ad group level is good if you've segmented your ad groups into different products. The campaign level will add negatives to all your different ad groups. And the negative keyword list is where you can keep all your negative keywords in one place, or you can have several negative keyword lists, but I'll go into that in more detail in this video above about how they work and how to add them to your account and campaigns. Under the negative keywords we've selected here, we can see we've got the actual negative keyword. So we want to add campaign and ad group, which they'll be allocated to. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to select campaign because I want to blanket these negative keywords across this campaign only. And listed below, we have the negative keyword, the campaign will be allocated to, as well as the ad group. You notice that these negative keywords have been added with these square brackets around it. Now this means exact match. What does it mean by exact match? It means we will not show up for this particular term in the future. However, what if we don't want to show up for things like reviews? Because people are looking for review ideas or whatnot and not at the place of buying yet. They're just shopping. So there's other match types, one being phrase match, where we can add in these inverted commas. We won't show up for any search terms or phrases that include ultralight tent reviews. So it would be like, where are the best ultralight tent reviews? We won't show up for those type of terms. If you don't want to show up for any term for reviews, for example, we can actually delete that out and put in a phrase match for reviews. If you don't add the symbols to state the match type, this is called a broad match negative keyword. So we won't show up for terms like review or reviews. So I would suggest being careful when adding in broad match negative keywords, unless you're 100% confident that that particular term that you don't want to show up for or similar types of terms, this is the only time I would be adding in these match types. For now, I'll change that back to a phrase match and then click save. Now it still leaves the boxes checked. We can close that off. Now they've been added. If you need to find your negative keywords for the campaign at all, you can come to audiences, keywords, and content. And then on the tab here, it says negative search keywords. This is where they currently live. In addition, you can add negative keywords from here as well. By clicking the blue plus button, you may have a complete list of negative keywords you can add at the campaign level. Again, under this drop-down, you can use campaign ad group. You can select the campaign that you want to add them to, or you can add it to a negative keyword list, which I'll cover off in the next video. And you can also save to a new or existing list here as well. And once you've added them in, you select save, and then you're done. So if you're going to check out my next video on how to add negative keyword lists, hit subscribe to be notified when that video is available. Otherwise, thanks for watching. If you'd like to boost sales in your Shopify store by increasing your average order value size, check out this link in this page here in the description below. And you're more than welcome to download my free PDF here on how you can implement those strategies for your store. And also keep an eye out for my course that's coming up. I'll be sharing all my SOPs in there on how you can set up Google Ads for Shopify and more. And that's it for today. I'll see you in the next video.